Wait, I got wheels on this joint. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
Use those wheels, man.
Where's he going?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you guys are listening to this, whenever you guys are watching this, it is time for another different episode, for a totally another random ass episode of the YouTube exclusive. Watch this.
He just disappeared.
City is mine.
If
Gorgeous,
people are
right?
listening on Spotify,
You see y'all too.
if people are watching on Spotify,
Vegas, y'all.
Next up, fantasy show, Vegas style. Well, it's always Vegas style, technically. It's your boy Will, back again with my two co-hosts, ready for another exciting, unpredictable episode. You're all about to see how unpredictable it's going to be in a minute. But first, let's go ahead and introduce each and every one that's over here. Let's go ahead and start with Mike T, Mr. Mike Thesis. How's everyone? How you doing, man?
You guys know I'm so hyped. It's week 5. I'm so hyped. I didn't want to wear it, but it's here. I'm just hyped. That's all I have to say. Will knows exactly what I'm talking about. Manny knows exactly what I'm talking about. For anyone out there who knows me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been really quiet all year. I haven't said too much. I've been polite tonight. I ain't doing none of that shit.
Let's go.
Because you don't have to, and I understand it. I get the reason, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it tonight. Who else am I gonna talk about this with? Mr. Manny B. Manny. What up? How's you doing?
What up, everyone? And shout out to everyone that had DJ Moore in their lineups yesterday, like I did, and I had Justin Fields as well for the stack. I got my guy. Who am I playing? Montgomery. Yeah, you're much effed already, and you haven't even played anybody. So, sorry.
That's fantastic trash talking there, Manny. But yeah, it's we might as well just get into that. Like, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about tonight's episode. Usually I talk to these guys like either the day before, give them a couple of subjects, and then we'll just go ahead and talk about it the next day or to the latest in the morning. But for myself personally, I had a pretty busy week. My mother, Mike's adopted mother, got married yesterday, and
Will was a ring boy.
It was a fun. Actually, no, my nephew was. I had the honor of giving my mother away.
There you go. Let's go, Will.
So
what would you do? What would you do if you went down and you're like, no, she's not. She's mine, and just walked away?
I super kick him like Shawn Michaels, and then but legit though. First of all, to my moms, I know she'll never watch this, but if she does, congratulations, love you. But yeah, my focus was all week about that, and because of that, we don't have anything planned really. So this is going to be our freestyle episode. Maybe we'll do this every once in a while. Who knows? Instead of being all super structural, like I can't even say the name right or the word right. Because that's what we do. That's what we do on Freestyle Fridays. So there it is. So first subject I do want to actually talk about is what Manny just talked about right now, which is the DJ Moore, Justin Fields, like craziness. Like Justin Fields last week, we already know that he ended up having a pretty solid game, one of his best games ever, and then from there, and still lost. Don't like to rub it in, but like to all the new followers that we have that follow us because of that meme. Sorry, but the very next week just happened yesterday. Justin Fields said, "Hold my beer. I think I could do better than that. Not only that, I could actually win the game." And that's pretty much what he did. Justin Fields, 4 touchdowns, and it was two of them? Was it 2 of them to DJ Moore? Or 3? Was it 3? Okay.
Should have been 4. The ref's blind and said he stepped out, and he didn't even step out.
See, now you just
Yeah, no, that's real. I saw that. I was looking at the replay, and I'm like, where'd he step out at? It looked like he was in bounds.
They didn't even show it.
And I think there was a lot of other DJ Moore owners that said the same exact thing. So those were all just significantly a much bigger improvement for both Justin Fields and DJ Moore. I'm going to go to the man who owns them more than anybody. I think we all know who we're talking about here. So, Mr. Manny, do you believe, or can you feel, do you have an idea if whether or not this could be something that can move forward or that can keep on happening on a weekly basis? Of course, not 3 touchdowns in a game and 4 passing for Fields, but do you see some kind of consistency, positive consistency going on with them moving forward?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because DJ Moore, let me pull it up. He got the 3 touchdowns, over 200 yards yesterday. But the week before, I mean, it was against the Denver Broncos, and they're just letting up yardage to everyone. But DJ Moore, let me pull it up. Sorry about this. That's what I was trying to pull up while you were talking. Let's see. He went 8 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown on 9 targets. So I want a player that's getting targeted 8 or 9 times. So yesterday, let me see. I'll put it up. 8 receptions again, 230 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 240-yard receiving yards, which is bonus in Mike's league, and 10 targets. So that was on 10 targets. But he's getting 10 targets. Prior to that, Kansas City, he got 6 targets. Tampa Bay, 7. And Green Bay was his worst game, was 2 targets. So there's a trajectory of going up, right? I'm pumped. The next couple games he has is Minnesota. Guess what they give up? Yardage. Then they got the Raiders. Defense is trash. Then they got the Chargers, another team that's going to give up yardage. Then they go to Saints, which is kind of the middle of the pack, and then we're into week 10 against Carolina. I'm pumped. Yeah, I'm pumped to have DJ Moore and Justin Fields for these next 5 games.
So the question from here becomes: Do you feel that? It's Freestyle Friday. I don't even know what my question is. So I'm actually gonna give it to Mike over here, so that he can have a little bit of perspective on this as well. So Mike, what are your general thoughts about this?
First, I just want to say to any Commander fans out there, team,
and there's some
got smashed. You guys are trash, straight trash. Sorry, DC, but it is what it is. So I had no problem. I enjoyed it, actually. Anytime that I can see any team from the NFC East that's not the Cowboys get destroyed on primetime TV, it was excellent. I was chilling. It was an awesome thing, awesome time. But you know me, I'm like the driver on the I don't mess with DJ Moore bus, and I'm not giving up the driver's seat. He had a great day. He was awesome. But I'm gonna play a little bit devil's advocate. I just don't believe in the kid, man. I haven't consistently seen him do that. I mean, he's never done that before, but I haven't consistently seen him do that. So I think that might be an outlier. I do like Justin Fields, and if Justin Fields is going to be successful, he's going to probably have to find DJ Moore. So I see where Manny's coming from, but he's going to hold back a little bit. I need to see a little bit more. But anyone who owns them, and if you definitely had the stack, you're looking real good right now. I'm in a league against a dude who had both of them. Right now, the score is 99-0. So it can be that real if you're playing in a league where somebody has those guys. And if they have both of them, like I said, you are in trouble. But I'm still not getting off the bus. I don't like DJ.
You got something over there? Yeah, go ahead.
Mike Lou, since you talk crap on the live about my Justin Fields trade.
Actually, stop. Actually, hold on. Wait. I'll give you the spotlight. Hold on.
Mike Lou was talking crap on the live, laughing about me. You see what Josh Allen's doing? That trade, I won it 100%. Since you said that, Justin Fields has put up 43 points against the Denver Broncos, and then he just put up a 45-pointer on your head. So I got James Cook that's putting up points as well. So I'm pretty happy with the trade. That was called karma because you made fun of me. You're lucky I didn't play you.
Now, in fairness,
Josh Allen put up 50 points.
No. I got at least play devil's advocate in this case. Manny, what's your record?
Oh, I don't want to talk. It's not about record. I'm talking about Justin Fields. At first, he was kind of. I mean, he's putting up 20 points a game. I scored. Okay, we and Mike talked about this. Me and you scored 3 points. You scored 3 more points than me, and you're 3-1.
Okay.
You're not. You're playing the easy matchups first, I guess.
So I'm the Philadelphia Eagles of last year.
I guess, and one of them was me, but we're not gonna say that. And
so which team were you in that case? And Mike.
Is what it is. My team's trash, so it definitely was an easy game playing my team.
But look, let's give everyone some benefit of the doubt of like we said it last week. It's only been 4 weeks, and we're saying it right now. It's only 5 weeks. So there's 9 games left, and this is probably one of the most important weeks because of the fact that it's a bye week right now. So there's a lot of teams who had high scoring players not playing this week. So hopefully the only thing I can say from here is hopefully that you guys are hopefully you guys drafted well. Hopefully you guys are beating up in the waiver wires well enough so that you can at least get by for these 1 week temporaries. So like I said, freestyle. What the fuck else to talk about?
Speak of waiver wires,
okay.
Go on your waivers right now. Week 6, Deontay Johnson comes back.
I have him in a couple of leagues already. Like the one where I am more wide receiver depleted, and I'm waiting for him to be either like a second or a third wide receiver that I kind of desperately need in my life right now.
That's another one that Mike doesn't like. Mike doesn't like any of the players me and Will like together. I'm starting to realize this. If Will and I like them, Mike doesn't like them.
I mean, my list is like a very elite list, man. You have to be the elite player to make my list. And Deontay Johnson, he's all right, but he doesn't make it. Gibbs doesn't make it anymore, does he, Manny? He's not on my list anymore. He's gone. He's out of my life. Tank Dell makes it. Tank Dell's elite.
He Gibbs called me and he was like, I'm on Mike's team and they're calling me a bad locker room guy, so I need to get out. So I was just like, all right, I got you. I'll come and save you. Don't leave me, Gibbs. I'll save you. So I had to talk to Mike.
Yeah, I mean,
Captain Staple over here.
I saw it coming because I told you last week after we got off the show, I was hanging out with my man Jameson Wilson, and he told me, or I told him, excuse me. I was like, I said, Wilson, your boy Gibbs, I don't know, bro. We might have to make some moves. And he was like, you know what? I feel you. I don't like his ass either. So is this what it is? So he's now shipped out.
Jameson loves Gibbs because Jameson's on my team and he's a great locker room guy. And I think they will mesh really well. And I think Gibbs is, now that he's on my team, will overcome that locker room issue that he had with you. And he's going to produce for me.
Well, maybe Wilson played me. Maybe Jameson, and I'm going to continue to call him Wilson. Maybe Wilson played me, and that's okay if he did. That's okay if he did, because that's just going to benefit. I mean, that's just going to hamper Will and his David Montgomery love over there. So,
I was going to say something, you know what I'm saying, but it's okay.
Between y'all now. That's between y'all.
Yo, I like that. That was good. That was good. But yeah, let's actually talk about Detroit for a second.
We don't have to,
because no, it's kind of important. Amon-Ra St. Brown
hurt.
Wilson is hurt and already been officially put in as doubtful for Sunday. So we know that Jameson Williams is coming back officially this Sunday. The only issue that I have with him as of right now is the possibility of him being limited, just so that he can, shake off the rust a little bit since he's been away for a little bit. So give me some kind of positivity, give me some kind of energy that Jameson Williams without a Amon-Ra is going to have some kind of a big deal of a game this game. Can anyone give me that kind of confidence?
I'll give you the opposite.
I was kind of leaning towards that way too. And I like Jameson Williams. Excuse me. I wanted to say Wilson. I'm used to saying that now.
There's only
I like
one Wilson.
I like Jameson Williams, but I think Josh Reynolds is the guy to pick up this week. I think Josh Reynolds is the guy who's going to probably get the bulk.
Yep.
Kind of get the bulk of those targets that would normally go to Amon St. Ra or St. Brown, however you say his name, whatever. I don't watch Detroit, so I don't know these dudes. Okay. I don't watch any team where people wear blue ski masks and think that that's cool. I don't know anything about that. No, actually, that's kind of dope because I love Westside Gun, so I think that's kind of tight.
There you go.
Blue ski mask is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I think Josh Reynolds will be the beneficiary of those targets. So me, I'd kind of be a little tentative to deploy Williams this week. We'll see though.
See, great minds think like Will, because Reynolds is the guy. Jameson Williams is more of like a deep threat. Think of him like Deshaun Jackson type player. He's not going to be the one that's like getting 10 receptions like Amon-Ra. He'll get the deep threat bomb. He'll get like 4 or 5 receptions and could possibly break out 100 yards off like 2 catches. That's Jameson Williams. So he's more of a risky play, high ceiling, low floor type player. So if you want to put him in, because you need, you're projected. We're talking about projected points. If you're projected and, DJ Moore put up a 50 burger on you, maybe put Williams in because he could potentially get a couple touchdowns and some yards.
First of all, you're not wrong. I do agree with the type of player that Jameson Williams is. Josh Reynolds is – the other problem I have with Josh Reynolds is we kind of know who he always has been, like for years, because he's not – it's not like he's fresh. It's not like he's new. He's been in the league for like 8-9 years, and he's the only team I remember him being part of was the Rams, I believe, and from there, like, he's been a journeyman. So like wide receivers like those, they don't really get that much opportunity or that much hype this late into their career. So I guess the point I'm making is with St. Brown being out, like, if you're going to pick up somebody for only one week and there's no other player else in the world, it's going to, like, Josh Reynolds has an opportunity, and he'll never have it again once Amon-Ra comes back. And I'll say the same thing about Marvin Jones, who for some reason came back to Detroit, and like, same thing. He's not going to have that much opportunity left. So if you have the opportunity to pick up Josh Reynolds to the least, then by all means go ahead and pick him up, because he's never going to have a game or a week like this again.
They got another dude. They got that Khalif Raymond dude. He might be a sneaky little play,
right?
But that's definitely going to be a flex play, and that's at your own peril, your own risk. I don't know. I wouldn't throw it out there, but I'm just saying, if you're just throwing the dice, hey, you might hit midnight. You might hit 2-6.
Or hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
What if instead it was instead of it being like a long passing type of game for Jared Goff, it was more of the short passing game, and it'll be the Sam Laporta, Jamar Gibbs show.
Could be. I mean, that would probably happen after I've let him go. I'm sure he'll have a big week next week.
That was not my intent to talk.
I know.
He's still on your team 1 week, so treat him well.
He's on the bench.
Don't go out and take him with the bat,
Yeah, I might let him go out with the blast or let him go out with the bang. Who knows?
Yeah,
but right now he's on the bench.
Well, okay. I know we didn't have like a structure, Will and Mike, but I got a question for you.
Go for it.
Week 4 is done. You know what that means? The PUP list is open for some players. We got Cooper Kupp coming back, and we got Jonathan Taylor. That most people thought, okay, he's going to get traded. He's not going to play for the Colts. Well, guess what? He said that was in the preseason. I'm worried about this year. He's playing with the Colts. Are you guys pumped? Do you guys have Cooper Kupp or Jonathan Taylor that's coming back?
I do have Cooper Kupp in one league, and I am pumped about that because I've been stashing him, or he's been on my bench all year. And I think I was able to get him in the second round in that league. I don't think I had to spend a first round pick on him. So I'm definitely pumped and excited about him coming back in that league. What about you, Will? You got him in any leagues or any of those guys?
Cooper Kupp, no. Because there was no room for me to actually get him compared to other players were that I wanted to get him because I thought it was too expensive at the time. But Jonathan Taylor, yes, and you guys already know that I had a Jonathan Taylor. It was my first or second draft I think I got, where I drafted him in the 3rd round, and I think the positive news of that is the fact that like the team is actually doing okay without him, because I had Kenneth Walker. My backups were Kenneth Walker and Alexander Madison. Alexander Madison was just average, but Kenneth Walker has been a beast. So I can create trade bait if I need to with either Taylor or I'm keeping Walker. So either Taylor or Madison. If Madison can do the same that he did from this past game where he had 100 scrimmage yards, majority of them being rushing, then there could be some room for a trade if somebody feels that they need him that bad.
So I got a suggestion for some of you guys that need running backs. Some people are upset with Jonathan Taylor, right? They've been sitting on him, haven't been producing. They play the Titans this week. The Titans rush defense, pretty solid rush defense. If Jonathan Taylor goes out there and lays a goose on this first game back of all the excitement people have, I'm hoping that's the case, because I'm going to be trying to trade for him after this week. Because yes, people are waiting on him. You go out, goose. Some fantasy owners are like, I'm done. I'm done with this guy. He's not conditioned. Like, he wasn't taking it serious. I want him off. Go take advantage of him, because if you look at Colts' schedule in the playoffs, let me read these teams out for you. Let's see. Oh, we got we're in week 5, right? 5?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 usually is would you say no, it's like week 14, I would say. So you have the Steelers, not a great defense, like people say, the Falcons, and then they play the Colts twice to end the season. Or sorry, they play I don't know why I said that. Okay, Steelers, Falcons, Raiders, and Texans. That fantasy, that's what I look at towards this back end of the season, is the playoff schedule. And Jonathan Taylor has a schedule that is like crucial if he's on the team. So if he has a bad week, go get Jonathan Taylor.
I'm going to go back to my original thought about quarterbacks who are running quarterbacks and star running back players. Like they don't mix well, because the rushing quarterback tends to focus more on being the actual runner with certain situations. Look at Lamar Jackson as an example, and sometimes to an occasion Josh Allen. So do I feel that it's possible that Jonathan Taylor could have a monster year for the rest of the year? Maybe not monster, but he's going to be between average and above average. I don't see him going too wild, but I see him enough to get people by. So like, he's not going to be an RB1 for the rest of the year. I can see him as an acceptable RB2.
You know what's sweet though for Anthony Richardson? That's another person. You saw that schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Now with Jonathan Taylor in a run game, you know what defenses are going to do? We got to stop Jonathan Taylor. You know what that means? Anthony Richardson can throw the ball. Michael Pittman might feed now.
They need a better second wide receiver. I'm sorry.
I like this because we're going to be debating this CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson thing all year. But
no, I don't care.
Yeah. No, it doesn't really matter. But I just think it's cool.
Go ahead.
Richardson looked like he was that guy the first couple weeks, but now Stroud's coming on strong. So we'll see. I'm just happy for CJ. I'm happy for CJ because I really like that kid. And like I said, he's from the same area in California that I'm from. So good for him.
There you go.
So that's going to be what'd you call it? The pump list? The pump list, Manny?
The what?
The pump list.
You call this part
physically unable to perform.
Yeah, they weren't able to perform. Also, Cooper Kupp has an amazing matchup. The Eagles secondary is trash, and I'm excited to say it because the wide receiver core the wide receivers that have been playing against them have been putting up some numbers. So
I'm actually looking more forward to the, of course, because I own him probably, but I think Cooper Kupp's probably going to make a bigger impact than Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion. We'll see though. But I think that with the emergence of Puka and Tutu as well, Stafford's going to be throwing that ball all over the place. I think that Cooper Kupp's going to come back, and as long as he's healthy, I think he's going to do what he did about 2 years ago.
We talked about this on the Sunday show. We talked about this last week, and then I talked about it the week before. If you don't get Matthew Stafford now, then you may be missing out on probably one of the better quarterbacks that you can ever get for the rest of the year because of that core. Like the emergence of Puka, that was totally unexpected. No one expected that. Cooper Kupp coming back this week. He may not be 100%, but he's going to be at least good enough to still get just 9 targets. Tutu Atwell, pretty decent. Now third wide receiver that can actually ball out just as bad as Puka and maybe to an extent Cooper. And you still have Tyler Higbee, who's one of the better, one of the underrated tight ends in the league. So the Rams are, and plus they don't have a losing record, do they? They're like, are they 2-2?
I think they're 2-2. Yeah, I think they're 500. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like they're completely out. Like if they were a 1-3 or 0-4 team, then they would probably just give up on the season. But this case, if they're 2-2, then they're going to be fighting. So I can kind of see them. I see just the volume everywhere for the Rams. So, like I said, I've been beating that drum for weeks. Pick up Matthew Stafford. Pick up anybody that you can get from the Rams right now, for as low as it is right now, price wise. So that portion of this show was brought to you by Fiji. I still need the damn sponsors. Get you some Fiji in your life.
I know we have to keep paying Will to get on these shows, Mike and I. So can someone else pay him?
Give that old man Zell, I need that money, man.
This guy's getting Will's over here getting $1 million views on content, and we have to pay him for it. So come on, guys. Come on, Popeyes.
Need that dinero. Need that fatty.
That's what I'm waiting for. Where's Popeyes at? How that be Popeyes? We've been looking for that for years.
I'm a little disappointed in Popeyes and Hometown Buffet because y'all know we hollered. We shouted out. We casted the rail. Y'all ain't biting. So Popeyes, Hometown. I'm a little hurt.
Yep.
What's up?
The best thing is Will's in a Vegas hotel. If like he said, you could tell he's not in his scenario that he usually is. I have to host the show because he's so excited at being in that hotel. He wants to go gamble. Will, starts of the week. Do you have some quarterbacks?
Do I? Probably not, because Freestyle Friday.
All right, I got a quarterback for you. I was excited to talk about this guy. It's someone that you guys wouldn't think of.
Actually, wait. Is it someone that you usually talk shit about that you don't like?
I don't like a lot of people in the NFL, so maybe.
So yes. Okay.
You
guys get one guess.
Okay, I get one guess.
Yep.
Quarterback.
Yep.
Who you like this week?
Yep. Top 10 finish right.
Top 10
this week.
So you're saying he's going to have a top 10 this week?
Yep.
It's tough. That means I have 32 quarterbacks to choose from.
Guaranteed
top 10 that you like this week.
Yep.
A guarantee.
Who hasn't played yet? So don't say Justin Fields and be coy and be.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bitch move. Don't do that. Come on now.
All right. I'm gonna throw this out there. Probably is definitely not this person.
Will's
Kirk Cousins.
All right, Will, what's yours? I don't want to give it away.
That would have been my guess, actually.
Kirk Cousins?
No, I'm not gonna do it because we need diversity. You're guaranteeing him to be a top 10 quarterback.
Yep. This guy's going to take 10 years. Just
Well, first of all, this Manning Guarantee is brought to you by Smart Water.
Jesus.
Second of all, I'm going to say, okay, Russell Wilson.
Nope. All right. My boy, Mr. Zach Wilson. Yes, I said
I
Zach
was close.
Wilson.
I was close to saying him.
Would have never
Because
guessed it.
He's on the other side too. On the other side of Russell Wilson.
You know why? Do you want
Why?
to know why? He plays the Broncos. When did Justin Fields look good? Against the Broncos last week. Everyone looks good against the Broncos. Sam Howell looked good against the Broncos. Zach Wilson actually played well last week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, I think the Jets are going to eat. Breece Hall is going to eat. Garrett Wilson's going to eat. And so is Zach Wilson. So if you have him, be confident in starting him.
How many touchdowns does he throw?
I'm not mad at that.
How
2.
many touchdowns does he throw? 2?
2.
And he's going to be a top 10 guy?
Oh, yeah. 250?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. We're gonna hold you that. We're gonna hold you to
Okay.
that.
What was the stats last week? Because you guys make
Let's
it
do it.
sound like it was horrible.
No, he wasn't. I mean, I do think he's the worst quarterback in the league.
Still.
But that's just because I hate the guy. He just has a punchable face. I just want to punch Zach Wilson in his face.
All right.
But
245 against the Chiefs. 245 yards and 2 touchdowns.
now he played well last week. He played well last week, and the referees probably stole that game from them, honestly. So
Yep.
no, he did his thing. But that's a bold pick. I like it though. I like it.
I'm just figured. I mean, people have Deshaun Watson. They have who else is on bye? Geno Smith, and they're both on bye. Don't be scared to pick up Zach Wilson if you need it. He's on the waiver. Don't go trade for other people. Pick up Zach Wilson and play him with confidence.
Yeah, he's out there for sure.
Yeah,
I feel you on that.
and he runs. He scrambles. So
You know what? We were talking about another quarterback, and I want your opinion on this, Manny, and just based on your love for Zach Wilson. Zach
I
Wilson.
don't have love. Hold on, time out. This matchup I have love for, not Zach Wilson.
No, this is your love for the week. It's okay. So your love for the week: Zach Wilson or Josh Dobbs?
Zach Wilson.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I told y'all Josh Dobbs could play. It's funny because I asked both y'all.
We did. You did. I said he was fine. I said he was okay.
And they told, and y'all were like, nah, we ain't gonna love him. He ain't that guy.
That's because
I was like, he can play. He can play a little bit. This might have actually been. I think this was like in the summertime.
No, because
This was in the summertime. Yeah.
That could be. Quick question. It's related, but it's off topic what we were just talking about. Did you guys like Joshua Dobbs? Did you guys like him? Because I really didn't watch him play a lot last year. I did watch him play the game where they played against the Cowboys, and he kind of impressed me in that game. So I was just wondering why they didn't maybe go with him. He didn't look like he was that much worse than Ryan Tannehill to me. I felt about Joshua Dobbs.
He's fine. He did okay actually when he did play. He's a fourth year now, right? Like fourth year.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he was okay.
Okay.
almost lost to him against the Titans when he was the Titans.
And my answer was he's fine.
Okay.
We will play. We will play it again.
Okay. Yeah, we might need to bring that back because I feel like y'all said y'all didn't like him, but
I said he was horrible.
well, then you okay? It was you. Okay. All right, but yeah, my whole thing is this:
okay.
like, yeah, okay. So we know who the culprit was.
You know who is horrible?
Who's that?
Play though.
Desmond Ridder. You Falcons fans suck.
Y'all better leave that Atlanta guy alone.
You didn't give me time to even do the presentation.
Don't care. Don't care. You suck. Top 15, my culo.
And you know what? Like, I actually kind of liked Desmond coming out, so I'll take the L for that one.
You know what?
We can run that back. I think I said I liked him best in that draft class.
I had Falcons fans on social media say, "We want Matt Ryan back."
No one should want Matt Ryan back.
Top 15.
Keep him in the booth. But you know what though? Like,
Should have kept Mariota.
you know what? The backup right now over in Atlanta was someone I was actually like a fan of based on like not really being super over the top, but he did play some games pretty well when he was a starter. And that man was Taylor Heineke.
Yep.
Heineke is good.
Heineke would be nice. Heineke would be really nice for him. Definitely better than Ritter.
I think that he would. I think he would. He could give Desmond Ritter a few pointers.
Yeah.
I think Heineke would be helpful for Drake London.
Yeah.
And he would be even just as helpful for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Because Jonnu Smith, former Titan, Jonnu Smith is going nuts right now on the tight end position, and Kyle Pitts is just being, he's practically eye candy. Like he's not really doing much.
There's rumors that Kyle Pitts might go to the Cowboys, get traded to the Cowboys.
He should.
So do you just have no more faith in Jason Ferguson?
I mean
I've seen
Kyle Pitts is a freak.
And for me, it's not even so much that. Like, I think like Dak is throwing the ball to like the tight ends like 4 times in the red zone, and they've dropped it like every single time.
And it's Jake Ferguson. I messed up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do like Jason. I do like Jason Ferguson. Don't get me wrong, but like Manny said, Kyle Pitts is Kyle Pitts. Like, I kick the tires on that for sure.
And I think that's what a lot of thing that a lot of us like don't understand. Like sometimes it's not really the player; it's more so the situation as far as where they are. Like if Kyle Pitts played anywhere else, we're talking about him every single week. Atlanta's too focused on the running game to focus too much on, like we said, a Drake London, and enter number 2, 3, 4 wide receiver, whoever they are, and Kyle Pitts.
There's a montage out there of Kyle Pitts being wide open, and they're not throwing him the ball.
Desmond Ritter's not really concentrating enough. Let's call it what it is. Call the spade a spade.
So give me the 4-4 or 4-3, whatever he was, tight end in Dallas, and I'd appreciate it. I mean, imagine him. I even think about it like any other team, like you said. Imagine him with his speed on Miami Dolphins. They have Tyreek Hill, A-Chain, and now Kyle Pitts. That everyone's like, no one's going to be able to guard all of them.
They picked up Chase Claypool today.
Yeah, he's.
Do you know why they picked him up?
Why is that?
He's fast.
I was about to say Chase Claypool.
That's Mike McDaniel. I'm telling you, bro. I'm a Cowboy fan, so I'm rocking with my man McCarthy. But if we didn't have McCarthy, I would want Mike McDaniel to be our coach so bad. I don't care. This dude is like, I rock with this dude. He's like
speed.
He's just like a nerdy dude who's like, I feel like just playing Madden and just picking up players. Like he's like, hey, yeah, no doubt, I'm gonna pick this guy. And they asked him straight up, why'd you get Chase Claypool? Because he's fast. And I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense with the A-Chain and the Hill and the Mostert, and yeah, all those guys are fast. So wasn't
there a time where Dallas was like that too?
That's dope.
Were they
not Dallas? No, actually, but there was definitely
not Dallas.
Oakland
Raiders. Yes.
Oakland. If you were fast, Al Davis is drafting. He didn't give a damn who you were, what you were about.
Yes.
The difference is Mike McDaniels actually sees talent and drafts and gets the talented speed guys.
No, Al's a Hall of Famer, man. Don't do Al. Al's a Hall of Famer.
Come on.
He got a little senile in his last couple of years, but the Tuck rule, they cheated Al. He should have had a Super Bowl back then. You know,
where's the line?
Al should have one more on the mantle.
And it'd be nice to have right now because they kind of need they kind of need that, like that type of love right now.
Need something.
All right, so let's go ahead and finish it off with a subject that we've been waiting for months since we first saw the schedule come out. The week is finally here. Sunday night, the Cowboys, your boys Niners. It's probably going to be one of the better Sunday night games that we're going to have this year. Maybe it could be the best of the year. We're actually going to do this in a role reversal just to have fun. Freestyle Friday. It's what we do. Talk to me. You two talk to me about something positive about the Niners, and I'll say something positive about the boys.
You start.
All right.
You ain't setting me up. You start.
Something positive about
No, Mike, don't say Will starts. He's not setting us.
Oh, Will, you want Will to start?
Yeah.
Go for it, Will. Handle that.
Freestyle Friday. You do it.
Wait, do that again?
Nope.
He wants you to start.
No. Okay, y'all can't do it because I understand. How are you guys my host? Okay. Anyway, I'll talk about it because I ain't got no fear. Because this is only probably going to be the only positive thing that's going to be said about them before they get smashed. Now, I already talked about this before. I already talked about how positive and how good the defense is this year for the Cowboys. It's one of the most fearsome in the league, and even with an injury too that they have, like they have solid backups for their backups. Their backups are starters. Go put them into any other team. They're starters automatically. Their offense, I will admit, they're still kinks here and there, but I think that's with every team. In this case, it will be the running game if they can actually get someone like a bruiser like they did kind of have with Zeke. Outside of that, I think it's one of the better. It is one of the better ones in the league. Dak has always been a quarterback that's going to always get you by in any kind of game. He can get you 4 touchdowns in a game. He can get you 300 yards in a game. It's just a general matter of fact of whether or not if it's going to be done. If the defense is going to be solid enough, or if the defense they're playing against is enough. CeeDee Lamb is one of the best wide receivers in the game. Everyone keeps people that ask me occasionally who's at least the top 5 wide receiver in the league. I always say that at least CeeDee Lamb is one of them. Brandon Cooks, is he playing this week? You guys know?
Tolbert's better.
Tolbert over Brandon Cooks?
Yeah, I'm saying it. That's my hot take.
All right. He's the Cowboys guy. And then you got Jason / Jake Ferguson. As long as he doesn't, drop a ball. There you go. I did say a little bit negative over there, but I did also say some positive. So there you go. Boom.
Yeah, let me take this from here. So here's what we're gonna say. I'm gonna say something positive. The 49ers, I'm kind of take my coach hat for this. This isn't really in the fantasy perspective. This is kind of real football.
Right.
The 49ers play a lot of 21 personnel. I think that's a positive because the Cowboys have played against that formation. I think only like 10 plays this year. It's a crazy stat, but look it up. We haven't faced that formation very often. And the 49ers love to play in that formation. That's 2 tight end formation, 1 running back. So I think that's a positive. I think they can use that in a way to try to manipulate their offense to try to confuse the Cowboys. And I think that's a positive. But now I'm getting to how I really feel about the game. So here we go. I feel like there's a lot of people who like to live in the past, and every year is a new year, and they're going to look at the Cowboys and they're going to say, well, that they lost to Arizona and the 49ers, beat Arizona last week, and all that stuff. But football doesn't work like that. Football doesn't work like that. What I'm looking at is the dominance of our defense. I'm looking at the fact that with the Arizona Cardinals game being an outlier, because we all know what it feels like to lose to teams who aren't as good as us. I mean, I remember when the 49ers lost to the Bears in the beginning of last year. And we all think the Bears are trash, right? So taking that game as an outlier, I'm gonna remove that game. I mean, it's still there, but I'm gonna remove it because I feel like that was not who we are and who we've established ourselves to be. Coming right off the Trey Diggs injury, I feel like the team was a little shook, maybe a little overly emotional, maybe not emotional enough. I don't know. I can't explain Arizona, but I do know the funny things happen whenever we happen to play in the desert. With that being said, our defense, I feel like is Giants put up 0 points. The Jets put up 10, if 7, something like that. And then last week, New England put up 3. So I feel like we're gonna really find out what Brock Purdy is about. I mean, people want to talk about Dak. You talk about Dak. Dak's been in the league for a long time. He's done what he's done. You like him, hate him, whatever. It is what it is. But we're gonna find out what Mr. Purdy is about. We're gonna find out what he's about because our front four is relentless, and they will be coming at that man all day. There's nothing that the 49ers offensive line can really do about it. With like the 11th ranked offensive line, like that's cool. That's nice. But there's nothing they can. There's no answer for Michael Parsons. There's no answer for a lot of our rushers. Like Will said, even our backups would be starters on most teams. So when you have Deontay Fowler and you have Sam Williams and you have Ozzy coming at him, when you have DeMarcus Lawrence, I mean, there's so many waves of defense. And then beyond that, we take the ball away. People, they want to ridicule Dak for the turnovers he had last year. That's cool. He only has one interception this year, but I do know that our defense creates turnovers. And I do know that I believe we will get a couple of turnovers on Sunday. So I just think that it's come to this point for us, at least. I mean, the 49ers, a lot of their fans talk a lot of shit, but they haven't won a Super Bowl since 94. It's been a year longer than we have. You can make those NFC championship games. You can make Super Bowls, but if you're not winning them, I really don't care. We'll find out tomorrow we'll find out on Sunday what the deal is. And I feel like for my team, for us, this game means more to us than it does for them. They've beaten us the last 2 years. We haven't. Like, we're hungry for this. And I feel like this is almost our Super Bowl. We need this for us to feel like we're going to get to the level that we need to get to. And people talk about Philly. We beat Philly all the time. People talk about other teams in the NFC. We beat them all the time. Who we haven't beaten in a while is the 49ers. So we're coming in to San Francisco on Sunday, and we're leaving with that W. That's just the way it's going to be. And, I know there's a lot of 49er fans who don't want to hear that. I don't normally talk shit because it's not my style. It's not my thing. But, hey, it is what it is. I'm going to let it ride. I feel very confident in my squad, very confident in what we're going to do. And I feel like it's going to be a very long day for Brock Purdy. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to definitely have my Debo Samuel chain, and I'm going to be rocking it after the game. And we'll talk about it then.
You talking about the
Debo, he don't watch this, but if he ever does, he knows what I'm talking about.
I can't.
We'll have him Sunday.
I can't go after Mike. That was crazy. Keep me the screen. Mike, with all that, how you feeling? How you doing?
I'm great. I had to get that off my chest.
I know that
I didn't even go as hard as I thought I was gonna go, but it's a little something.
Will, how you feeling? How you doing about this? How do you feeling? How you doing?
Looks like he's a little bit irritated, but
I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious about, like, you're talking about. He's gonna set me up. He's gonna set me up. So I'm kind of curious about why you're even asking about this.
No, I just asked. I can't go after Mike, so I'm not gonna go. But I just asked Mike how he's doing and how he's feeling.
That being said, that being said, I'm still gonna give you the spotlight. There you go.
Give him the spotlight. So Will knows how I feel. We've been doing this since '95.
I know. What do you want me to say after Mike? We're gonna win. I'm not saying anything nice about the 49ers. Oh, I will say something nice. You guys will put up a fight. That's all I got. I was just asking how you feeling, how you doing. Mike answered and you won't answer. I have nothing. I wasn't gonna be mean. I was just asking.
No, you're more of a setup guy than I am. So don't go there, Manny. Don't do that to me.
Mike.
My only response. No. My only response.
Nope. Don't want to hear it.
No,
I don't want to hear it. I just want to ask.
My only response. No. Hear me out. My only response. Manny, Mike, people don't like liars. You're saying that the Cowboys are going to win. They don't like liars. Now is not the time. Now is not the time to be like, look. I know this is a fantasy show. I know we talk about and give advice to do this and that, but like, there's a bit of a reality, and you and Mike already pretty much stepped up and said it already. This is your guys' Super Bowl.
So
if there's gonna be any chance for you to get over any kind of hump, we're that hump. You have if you have any kind of chance to get past the second round, get through us first.
But that's with a caveat. That's in theory. That's in theory because we feel that way about you guys. you
Mhm.
know.
Okay.
But you guys probably feel that way about Philly since they kind of beat y'all. And
With a fourth string quarterback. All right, keep going.
well, whatever. I mean, whatever the reasons are. I mean, we're not
Right,
gonna make
right.
excuses, right?
Right.
Tony Pollard got hurt. You text me laughing. We didn't make excuses, right?
I never laughed.
You did laugh.
I did not laugh.
You did.
I did not laugh. I
You
will
did laugh.
go back to it. I
Go
never
back
laughed.
to it. Go back
ahead.
to it because I don't get
Okay.
upset easily. And you said something that upset me. So either you laughed, there was humor behind it. You
Right.
said it in a snide remark. Go back to it. Go back to it. I have all
I'll
day.
go back to it.
Manny doesn't have all night, but I do. Go back to it.
I got all night. I don't care. Manny, you good?
I'm good.
Find it.
I think he's scrolling.
You were mean about Tony Pollard getting hurt. You laughed about it.
You did.
Wow. Okay.
This man did laugh about it.
Yeah. So I guess Mike's for the overall consensus. Me and Mike are doing really well and feeling really good.
Mhm.
Will doesn't want to answer, so he must not feel.
No,
that way.
because I
He
know
knows.
because I know how you
He
I know how
knows.
you are.
He knows, like all the 49er fans, they know. They know that Arizona shit has nothing to do with them. They know the Cowboy team they're going to run into. They know. They know ain't nobody putting up points on us. They know nobody's moving the ball. They know this. They know our defense might get two. They're probably about to get 2 touchdowns. Defense alone. They know this. So those other games were those other games. I will give them that. They won those games. Congratulations. You know, it is what it is. Now I feel how they probably felt in the early 90s when I was growing up and we were always beating them. There's one year they beat us. The other times we played them, we beat them. So now I know how they probably felt. But this game is going to be completely different. It's going to be completely different because we're not an offensive team anymore. We're just not. We're a defensive team. So as long as we put up 20 points, we're going to win that game. So if you can stop us from putting up 20 points, you deserve to win that game.
What do you think?
But we're at your house.
What do you think the score is going to be?
I think the score is going to be about 24-13.
24-13.
24-13.
Will, what do you think the score is going to be?
2017. It doesn't matter what you think. There it is. I knew it. And that was terrible. That was terrible, actually. That was horrible. If you're gonna do it, have a better setup.
But now, Will, you know it's all love, man. It's all love. It's all love.
We're all talking shit, but
it's all love.
It's all passion.
It's not love.
But I still do believe that the Niners are going to win. But we all have our opinions, that's okay.
It doesn't matter what your opinion is.
I think we all believe what we said. I do think we all believe what we said, and we'll see, and we'll talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it next week. No one's hiding. We'll all be here, and if we lose, which I definitely don't see happening,
I'm not coming on the show next week.
I'll be here to take my licks. But if we win, or not if, when we win, and it doesn't mean anything if we win. See, that's the funny thing. It's week 5. If we win, it doesn't mean it. We're gonna have to play you again probably in the playoffs. But we getting this one though.
I can't see it. But it's okay.
You're going to be undefeated.
But it's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's okay. You can't see it.
Of course, you can't see it. Of course,
I can't see it. You can't see it. It's all right. No, none of us.
I see it.
So
I see it. I've seen it. I'm going to see it again. I've seen it. It's happened multiple times. It's going to happen again on Sunday. It just haven't happened in the last 2 years. You need a reminder. You can get a reminder. And see, that's the thing about you 49ers.
It's not.
You 49er fans are real confident. You guys feel like because you played Pittsburgh, New York. Who else did you play?
Rams and Cardinals.
And the Cardinals.
Right.
You guys are feeling really good about that 4-0 start. And I'm not mad at that. Like, it's good. You should feel good. You should feel really good. You've had a great 4 games. That's good. But this is a whole different animal. This is some different shit. You know, like when Canelo told Charlo, I'm a boxing fan. And Canelo, he's like, I'm a lion. And Canelo's like, you can be a lion, bros. But this is different. This shit is different. It's different, you know? So, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. But people are about to get punched in their mouths, and I'm not worried about my defense at all. Shit, if we score 10 points, we might win this game.
So are we a bottom defense is what you're saying?
You're not a bottom defense, but our defense
wait, hold on. Just to get clarification, you're saying that your team, who you've already just talked about saying isn't really an offensive team anymore, is going to be playing against one of the better defenses, one of the best defenses in the league. Not to say that yours isn't, because
we're the best.
Because I talked about it. You guys are one of the best, if not the best, in the league.
We're the best.
But at the same time, we're not little bitches.
Yeah.
We're not little punks. We're not be little punks that's going to back down.
I'm not saying you're going to back down.
You can't. Like we're just like you said. The issue that you have here is you're playing against an unpredictable offense. Hell, like I talked about it. I talked about it all year long. I talked about as far as fantasy. I don't know who the hell to go to, but I do know that somehow, some way, they're going to get by. 8 of the last 9 games that the 49ers have played with Brock Purdy in it, they scored 30. Are you going to find a way to get? Are you going to pretty much say that you're going to be the one team, or technically the second?
I am going to say that because
get there.
I am going to say that because 8 of the last 9 teams he's played, he scored 30 against. Right? Who was that team he didn't score 30 against? Was it us in the playoffs last year? He didn't score 30 on us.
That's regular season, actually. That's a regular season stat.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's 2 teams he didn't score 30 against. He didn't score 30 against us.
Wait. Even if it was those Cowboys,
mm-hmm.
how did you guys score?
How did we score?
I don't know the exact score, but what I do remember, you scored less. You lost.
We did score less,
and that's okay.
This is true.
I agree with you. No, wait. I agree with you. Wait, hold on. I agree with you. I agree with you that it's going that it is a different game. No one can't doubt that. It is going to be a different game.
See how they do? No, this is
great. No. I'm not. Look, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you saying that it is a different game.
I'll wait.
But
okay,
your Super Bowl is in week 5.
No, it's not actually.
Your Super Bowl is week 5.
No, it's not. It's not my Super Bowl at all. But what it is, I was talking about other Cowboy fans and how the Cowboys nation, if there is a nation, Raider says. My boy RJ will tell me though. There's only one nation. RJ says only one nation, that's Raider Nation. So maybe there's not a Cowboy Nation, but I'm telling you how the Cowboy fans feel. However, me.
Leave RJ out of this. RJ has nothing to do with this.
No, I'm bringing him in because there's only one nation. I'm gonna give him props to that.
I understand the point. Okay, I get your point. All right, go ahead.
However, like that, no, this isn't our Super Bowl. Not at all. Nah. We have 5 of them things. We know what the Super Bowl is like. We're not like we're talking about the Lions or we're talking about the Chargers or something. Nah, it has nothing to do with that. What I'm telling you is that you're doing exactly what every 49er fan does. What anybody who wants to doubt this Cowboy team is going to do. You're going to look in the past and say, oh, look what they did back then when they were doing what they were doing. But since you wanted to bring up the past because you brought it up and Brock Purdy lost 30-point games, Brock Purdy's never in his life scored 30 points on the Cowboys, and he won't on Sunday. That's a guarantee. Our defense is even better this year than it was last year. So he's not putting up 30 points. And then you brought up something saying, well, I said we're not an offensive team. We haven't had to be. We can be, but we haven't had to be. I promise you, bro, we might score 13 points, 10 points and win this game. I don't see, what did I say the score is going to be? 24-13. You guys are getting 13 points. So enjoy those 13 points. That's what you're going to get. Anything beyond that we happen to score is just icing on the cake. It is what it is. You're talking about 2017. That's because you're scared. You know we're going to win that game. That's some close shit, 2017. Nah, 24-13. Y'all getting blown out. Not blown out, but you're losing by 11. And after this game, not only are people going to know that we're better than y'all, they're going to wonder how good y'all are, how good Brock Purdy is. I saw he was number 2, and I was watching this thing. He was like number 2 in the MVP standings. Yeah, I'm pissing him off. I'm telling you, man. Like this. That's actually
that's ridiculous. I don't agree. No. I don't agree with Brock Purdy being an MVP.
Okay, good. I won't even go there. We'll leave that alone.
You guys keep debating. I gotta get off because I talked to you guys about it, but yeah, I'll let you guys keep debating. I don't have anything to say. So.
Me and Mike can keep going. We can do this forever.
Yeah, we've known this for years, man.
Yeah.
We're honestly just playing.
All right, ready? Go ahead. Right. Actually, do you want to call it? Do you want to? Okay. All right, so it's me and you. Now, back to you. No, I'm joking.
I feel bad now. I should at least let him have a word in. But no, man. We're going to talk Sunday, man. We'll talk. I'll be
Freestyle Friday. This is how we do. But yeah, everyone knows me and Mike. We know each other since 6th grade. Like we're grown ass people right now, and we've been bickering for decades about this, and in the end, it's all love. So this is what we do. This is no what is it? This is no Skip and Shannon. This ain't no Max Kellerman and anybody else that Max argues with. No, this is all love. So so that being said, I mean, Manny's already gone, so we can go ahead and just call the show. I mean, what am I gonna say? Manny does bring something interesting to the table. So like I said, we could do this all night. But the bottom line is we're both gonna be repping our teams. It's gonna be a fun game. But I do disagree. We're gonna score more than 13. I'm sorry. It's gonna be more than 13 at least. At least make it a game, but it'll be more than 13. That's all I'm saying. That's why I say 17. That's why I say 17-20. It's gonna be a good game. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just playing with you, man. I'm not a prognosticator. Yeah, I don't know how many points anyone's gonna score. I just thought it'd be funny to argue. so why not? I want to give Manny a show because he probably never seen that. We never argue, so usually it's you and Manny arguing. So if
there's anything that me and Mike ever argue about, it's this right here. It's this conversation. We're pretty civil everywhere else, but when it comes to like our teams clashing, it's game time. That's pretty much all it is. So we're gonna go ahead and officially call it a night. An interesting night. This is how we end our Freestyle Friday for Mike T. What up?
Hey, great show, man. Peace, Manny. My bad. I kind of felt like I took over, and I'm sorry about that. But I had to let some things out. But nah, man. It's funny. Like Will was saying, we've been doing this since the early 90s, man. I actually have probably more friends of mine who are 49er fans than Cowboy fans. So I kind of did this for them too, just so they can get riled up, and Sunday will be fun. They can win or lose, draw, whatever. They can text me and let me have it, or I can text them. We can have fun. But no, it was a fun show. We freestyled it. Hopefully everybody liked it, enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool, and it was fun. So, but on a fantasy note, this week, make sure you guys pay attention to the actives, the inactives. Make sure you pay attention to the bye weeks. People won't be there for you. Make sure you have adequate substitutes for those bye players who won't be able to play. Right. And hope you guys enjoyed the show because I enjoyed it. It was fun.
For your boy Will, catch me and Mike on Sunday, maybe with a sprinkle of Manny. For the inactives, we're gonna do the next up parlay, and Mike, you don't have to do 3 total. The idea was like 1 each, so that it could be 3 from all.
Oh, okay. Got you.
But I hit on 2. But I was about to say we both went 2 and 1. Both of us picked the same one of the same games. I didn't realize that, but it was still 2 and 1. In a technicality, we were 4 and 2. So there you go. So not bad. So it's your boy Will. You guys have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Whenever you guys are listening to this, whenever you guys are watching this, 8:15. Catch us on the Inactive Show. Until then, deuces. See you later.
Peace.